I was speaking to one of our clients, Mel, who lives down the Goldie, who bought a couple of absolute cracking properties a bunch of years ago. Now, they've gone up in value and she's paid off a little bit of the debt. And she asked me the question yesterday, can she use the equity in those properties to go buy another investment property in the future? So in today's video, I wanted to explain what is equity, how you can use it, how you can access it, and who you need to talk to. I hope you enjoy. Now, equity is super simple. Let's say that you've got a property worth $1 million and you owe $700,000 to the bank on that property. The equity is effectively the difference between what you owe and the value of the property. Now, while equity to a bank is as good as cash, it's not always as easy as going, I've got $1 million place, I owe 700K, they'll give me 300 grand to go do whatever I want with it, because they're still gonna look at your income, they're still gonna look at your savings, they're still gonna look at your ability to pay off debt. And that's where the conversation with either your bank manager or your mortgage broker comes in. The first step is to go to them and go, I'm thinking of borrowing some equity out of my property. Firstly, what is my property worth? And they'll go order a valuation. And then secondly, based on my financials, can I actually borrow some money? And for most of my life as an investor, the answer has been a big fat no, which is super common. Most of your time as an investor is going to be saving or paying off debt. But sometimes when your financial position is strong and your debt position looks good to the bank, then they'll allow you to take that equity or some of that equity, put it in another account, and then that can be used as the cash deposit for the closing costs and the deposit on the new investment property or the new home. Now, one of the cool things about equity, once the bank has given you that money, is you don't actually start paying interest on it until you start spending it. Now, what I would recommend is to not do what the majority of Australians do, which is to grab equity out of your own home to buy cars, boats, overseas holidays. Renovations are cool because it's actually adding value to your lifestyle and it's adding value to your property, but try and stay away from those other things as much as you can. And hopefully with the right plan, with the right amount of borrowing, with the right amount of equity, you can start to get your head around the market. You can look at which city you're going to invest in, which pocket of that city, which suburb, and then hopefully find an incredibly high quality house that not only looks after you today, but for years and years and years into the future. So hope you've enjoyed this super simple explanation. Equity is really just the difference between the value and the debt on the property. In some instances, you can borrow it, you can use it for your next investment property. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this video, please give us a thumbs up, and we'll bring heaps and heaps of videos like this to help you make better decisions as an investor based on our experience from buying hundreds of millions of dollars of property and making a shitload of mistakes so that you don't have to moving forward.
Woo! That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Getting cool, bro. Yeah.
Oh, sweaty. So sweaty. Oh, that's good. Look at that. So nice, eh? Oh.